Hello, today we're doing Indy NXT at Laguna, Seca. I'm gonna probably do a series on the Indy NXT car. Can only do 8 races this season, but that's what I will do. So this is my qualifying lap. I'm not gonna show qualifying lap because I'm doing 3 races for every race, but this is just to show the track. This is turn 4. This lap was decent. It could have gone like 5/10 faster, but it ended up being on 1:13.7. Here, this is the Rahal straight. Never mind, that's the next straight. This corner here, if you get too close to that curb and you take it, you're off the track. It's like there's no stopping it. The corkscrew, the famous part of Laguna Seca. Always a very tricky turn to try and take, especially in these Indy NXT cars. The Indy NXT cars are very fun though, to say that. Different, like most Indy cars, they're like very snappy. This one isn't as snappy. I'm pretty sure this lap got me P2. I'm not fully sure yet. Yeah, P2. Yes, this is race 1. Down the main straight. I get a decent start. Right behind Kudizia or something like that. This guy looks for something around the outside, doesn't get it. Around this corner, he tries going there. Block him off.
Alright, 9 car, I'm slamming you out.
Mason wasn't happy from this incident with the 9 car. On that car doesn't brake. Yeah, I could see why he wasn't very happy, but I mean, it happens. Up into turn 8. Still trailing car head pretty well. He goes off track. Gets himself an off track. Down the corkscrew, just keep it safe. First lap, don't want to over push and just spin on the first lap. Very easy to happen. That curb, most of the curbs on here are very deadly. Here, I actually did a race and died because of that curb. Went straight into the pit wall. Just gotta be careful. Take too much of any curb, you're in the wall. It's quite annoying, but it's a pretty iconic track and fun to drive. This is lap 4. The leader spins off. He holds his brake though, so he didn't go like fully spinning into the wall, and he was able to get back into P3. But he did have some work to do to get back up, and he was much faster than me in P2. But P2 was still right on me, down the main straight. So there's going to be a fight for probably the entire race, which is what happened. This is lap 6. He tries to go around the outside here on turn 5. He does not get it. It's usually pretty hard to go around there unless you're like right next to him. Here again, as close to the curb as possible without touching it because it just doesn't end well. Here he gets some better exit than me. Tries going around the outside again. Gets closer this time, but it doesn't happen. And then here he has a look down the inside, but in turn 6 you do not want to be anywhere near them. Going too wide through there is really lucky. The corkscrew, he can brake later than me in the corkscrew, which was definitely to his advantage. But I took a wider line through there, which does seem to be better. You can see P3 in the background. He's still pretty far back. It wasn't really a threat of him. Just going around the outside here, I just keep my cool, and he does not get past. Just down the main straight. This is lap 9 now. On board the number 4. He's using all his push pass. I was here too. Trying to do that day. Hits the limiter very early because the push to pass. Has to look down my inside, but he does not get it. I have the inside for this corner, just taking it defensive. Don't want him to have any looks on me. In the turn 4, I'm still ahead. There's a good run on me here again. Always take the inside line here. It's much easier to defend. And Here at the corkscrew, he brakes way later than me, a little too deep. Hits me, but it's a 0x, thankfully. Because went a little too hard, broke a little too not enough, he would have been right at the back of me, and that would have probably ended both of our races. Lap 14, into turn 3, I take the curb, go off track, and he has a very good run on me now. Down the inside of turn 4, and he gets ahead. Try to have a look down the inside here. He was blocking that off completely. Front locking, trying to be as aggressive as possible. He gets ahead. Into turn 6. Yeah, he stays ahead. I'm trying to push past since I still have quite a bit of it left here. Down to the corkscrew. See, you almost want to go a little off track. This is on the final lap of the race. Don't really have any looks down the inside there. It was too far back. Try to stay on him. This lap car lets us both by. Really just trying to stay on him, pressure him. Mistakes are very easy here. Knowing the track is like you're all sand. If you go off, it's not great. Using all push pass I have remaining. I think it was like 20 seconds at the start of this lap. Down here into turn 6. Just trying to get a good exit on him, but into the corkscrew, there's like no chance I get to him because he could brake much later than me. He brakes a little too late, goes off the track. I give him a bunch of space. He's a slowdown here, but apparently doesn't need to serve it because he just cut half the corkscrew. That annoyed me quite a bit. Because I mean, he literally cut half the corkscrew. If I took a tighter line through there and didn't take the wide line to try not to get hit when he rejoined, definitely would have been ahead. But I don't know if the slowdown served automatically because we were going slow out of it, but I was very annoyed by that, knowing I should have won that one. But racing happens. Ended P2. On to the next race, qualified P6. Wasn't a great qualifying. I did not get my second lap. It was invalidated. Here, I didn't get a great start. Stayed P6. I was trying to be careful in turn 1. And P7 behind me goes down the inside, so I was being careful. So, yeah, left that gap open a little too much. Now, Staten goes around the outside of him, giving me a decent run on him. I try to go around the outside at turn 4. I do, but he gets a much better exit than me from the inside. And he's outside for turn 5, which is usually not better, but he was ahead of me, so it made it a lot easier. Turn 6, and you don't want to go for anything to turn 6. It only ends bad. Trying to fake some kind of move. Bunch of locking going to that turn. Trying to stay on. Losing someone in these Indy NXT cars, you just like they gap you so easily. Any mistakes really. Took a bit too much of that curb. Didn't get a great exit because of it. The guy behind though didn't get a great exit either, so it did not matter too much. The turn 1, a little bit front and left locking, and the guy ahead of me spins. I didn't know where to go, just barely avoided him, and the guy behind me almost goes straight into the back of me as I hesitated where to go. He's inside, but I make it stick around the outside. Very close there. I keep the position. Well, actually gain a position, I guess. Do that. But now there's a pretty big gap to P6 ahead of me, I think. A couple laps later, we're like in a, 4-way group. All just drafting pretty much, other than the guy in front in clean air. Here, I made an insane save I took way too much of the curb, flicked my out to the right. It felt a lot cooler when I actually did it. That it was still a pretty good save. I could have been spinning right into that wall, but only lost position doing that, which was quite lucky. This guy behind was a little far back, so then I just tried keeping it clean after that. After big mistakes like that, sometimes it's hard to get back into the, I don't know how you'd call it, the groove of racing, I guess. I get back into the mood. But I got back into it pretty quick, just trying to, I knew that I could lose I rating, so I was just trying my best not to, really. Lap 12, these are the two fighting ahead of me. He finally gets past him. He was trying to get past him for a while. He brakes a little too late, and as he brakes late, that guy head spins, so then he spins into the back of him. It was a whole thing. Didn't end well for either of them. This is my view of it. Right behind them. Yeah, he spins right to the back of him. Me and Staten take the left lane and avoid that completely. And I still didn't have really any runs on him. Hoping he could make a mistake, do that, but he did not. It was just later in that lap. I have a pretty good run on him here. Try to switch to the inside. I hit him, 0x luckily, but I do get front wing damage. I would say it was more my fault, but I would like to know. But I do get front wing damage from that, even though it was a 0x, which I guess was quite nice. I think getting off track there, I'm not sure. Oh, this is lap 14. These are lapped cars ahead of us. He spins off right after the corkscrew, ends up right in the middle of the track. Me and Staten go around, get past that safely. And I'm still pretty close to Staten, so if any opportunities come, definitely going for a move. Down the main straight, you can see behind us, pretty sure those were all, like some of those guys were lap cars behind us, but I'm not sure. At lap 16, I go off again, leaves even more time to Staten, so, I mean, I knew here that I probably wouldn't get to overtake him, even though I knew I had more pace than him, but I made too many mistakes this race. Well, 2 mistakes that were big at turn 6. No one behind though to pressure me, which was pretty lucky as well. This is a good view of my front wing damage. It wasn't horrible. I mean, I didn't really feel it in the car, even though I had front wing damage, but ended up P5. Could have been a P4, but that happens. 2 big mistakes cost me a decent result. This is the final race I do. I start in P3, but get a way better start than P2. I'm pretty much starting ahead of him, because being in the outside lane after turn 1, if they start instantly, you're just doesn't end well ever. I always prefer being P3 than P2 on this track. I mean, P1 I guess would be the best, but don't always get that. So I'm right on the back of Hall here. Pretty sure behind me there actually isn't much pressure. This is lap 2 of the race. This is the car right behind me. Takes it way too deep, spins out into the wall, and I'm pretty sure that gave him wheel damage. But now, the gap behind me was very big, so absolutely no pressure at all. Just me and P1 now, racing. I was more following him, but I did know I had more pace. That is someone coming out of the pits. Luckily I got ahead of them. Didn't have to deal with lapped cars. It could always end not nice. But yeah, I'm trying to stay with P1. We had like roughly the same pace. I would say if I didn't make any mistakes, I'd be faster in pace for sure, but that happens sometimes. We just make too many mistakes in a race. But these Indy NXT cars are very easy to make mistakes in. One small mistake puts you in the wall. There, I narrowly avoid the curb. Smart little right, left correction. And the corkscrew. Keeping it clean. Always at the corkscrew in these races, there's gravel at the end of it because... Oh, okay. Gravel at the end of it because people always go off track. It's insane. Like every race, someone goes off track there. This is lap 6 now. I was trying to stay on Hall. Pressure him. It's turn 6. I got into the corkscrew. He goes deep. Locks up, spins. I get past him freely. This is his view of it. He breaks too deep and is not able to save it. Keeps P2 though, which was pretty lucky. I mean, they were very far back. Keeps P2. I'm pretty sure he still didn't have much pressure on him. Yeah, there's still not much pressure on him. This is lap 10 now. I hit turn 6, the curb again. I luckily, as soon as I hit it, I like straightened my wheels so I didn't have that huge snap. It just sends me spinning off because I do that quite a bit. The gyro cam, you can see how much banking there is in Laguna Seca, especially down that corkscrew. This race was pretty bland though after I got first position, I guess other than that mistake. With the final lap here. This is a lap car ahead of me. Little mistake there, I almost spin out. But just following him. Nothing really happened on this lap, it's just show the final lap. I do gain on this lap car pretty quick though, so I was hoping if I caught up to him he wouldn't do anything stupid. But I didn't catch up to him, so. I was just trying to take it careful here, because I know I can make pretty big mistakes sometimes. Down the corkscrew, the lap car getting slidey. Coming on the final few turns. We get the Niki Lauda helmet, and I don't even know the suit. It's like a Mercedes one, GT3 team or something. The final turn, and first, that is a win, finally. Was looking for that all week, finally got it. But I will be doing most of the Indy NXT races, so probably every 1 or 2 weeks I'll be posting now for these Indy NXT races. But hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, subscribe, maybe like, and yeah, I will see you in the next race.